Ignore the puppy whining in the corner. Oh my gosh, puppies. So, some things that nobody really cares about. First off, all of the videos that were missing when I went to look the other day were back. All except one, which I don't even think I ever uploaded. It is about a spiritual experience when I was actually doing something bad that I probably wouldn't do now. But I don't think I would do that now because of the spiritual experience I had when doing something bad, ironically. I have taken the old footage that I took a while to find today and cobbled it together and edited out the crap that, like, the random stuff I used to put in my videos and put it together to re-upload, to have it in there just, I guess, to make the collection complete. The channel that I was trying to move to, they were really great for a few minutes, and then it was pay, and my account was deleted without my knowledge, like, period, just deleted. And I'm like, I guess I'll continue looking for another platform, and I'll either find one or I won't. With the YouTube Purge 2018 going on right now, maybe those videos were missing because I was being reviewed. I don't know. It's not like I put out a lot of questionable stuff out there, you know, when it comes to politics, which seems to be the biggest thing that the system is objecting to. But anyway, so without further ado, this is a really old video discussing when I was hugged by an angel.
I asked for people to send me questions so I could give them crazy answers, and I was expecting, you know, a lot of, are you crazy, go get a help, see a shrink, I really am your master. What I got instead was a comment on my YouTube page today, and I don't think he meant it to be a question for the blog, but why not? So, he wrote, I've studied and mastered a lot through spirituality, and I'm amazed on what I have done. I'm ancient history, and I kept my spirit growing to travel through time. You have history behind your past life. Have you opened your mind and gave it a thought to get a past life reading? Your angels want to send you through another path. My response to him was, oh, do they? That's amusing after all the fighting they did to shove me onto the one I'm on now. Yes, I've requested past life readings before. It's damn annoying, some of the bullshit people spin. Or when they can't get anywhere at all. Or, like the most recent time, they read the friend that's sitting next to you instead. After a few centuries of this, one starts to feel like one is shouting unheard in the crowd. But yes, I have history. I'm supposed to tell it. I recently also found my soul. I thought we'd always be separated for a while there. It's funny how things turn out. What I mean by being shoved on it is, in my early teens, I decided I didn't want responsibility, and I didn't want anything to do with any reason why I was here, and I was completely fluff. I was even proclaimed the unicorn lady in the final year of my junior high. I mean, I was that fluffy. You know, you go in the chat rooms, and it's, oh, well, this philosophical introspective thing about the turning of the world this, and I'll say, me too! That was me. I was going through a lot of hard knocks, and everything was going wrong, and, you know, at the time, I didn't know they were the fishbowl. I mean, I knew they were a council of men that had been following me and watching me. I didn't want anything to do with them. I hated them, and I hated the thought of responsibility. I hated the thought of what I was going to have to do, whatever it was. Even though when I was much younger, I used to practically beg them, please choose me, please choose me. I want to do something. I want to be Frodo. I want to be something special. So I moved to Bayonne, New Jersey, which is outside of Jersey City. The local social club there would ostracize me. I had suggested that everybody get together for a maid party. I have always loved the idea of a maid party. I saw it on a Betty Boop cartoon when I was a kid, and I wanted a maid party, so I suggested it because why not? I'm in a strange town. I'm by myself. I've got 2 small kids. I have no boyfriend, nothing. I was alone, but there's these people that I really, really wanted to be friends with. Maid party. They had a maid party. They just didn't manage to invite me, the person who suggested it. When I found this out, I was so angry that I got righteously angry. And that's a dangerous level for me because then I forget that I don't have powers. And although I can't like do the fire starter thing or movie stuff because really that's all Hollywood, I can do something. And at the time, there was this myth going around about the corruption, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, fuck the world, I'm going to tear apart everything. I have had it, I'm going to destroy everything, I will summon down the corruption. Because the myth was that the corruption would turn the world inside out. So I did my altar up, did my thing, sent my energy to the sky, lay on the ground in dead man's pose and waited. And I heard very clearly them say to me, "Will you finally accept the place that we have set aside for you?" And I said, "Sure, what the hell? Why not? Just give me my powers back and let me tear the hell out of the planet." And they said, "Fine." I looked up, and coming down to me was a winged angel. Now, real angels don't have wings and they're made of glowing stuff, but this angel was, how we draw angels. And his skin was golden, and I don't mean like gaudy, it was like it had a golden cast. He had curly hair just like they talk about in the Book of Enoch, but it was golden. And he had his wings spread. He was reaching down with his arms, and I was struck by his beauty. And it was like almost a feeling that a part of me that had been missing was finally being returned. He came down, and my eyes were filled with his feathers, and they were spotted, kind of like an owl, but also kind of like a hawk, or a special type of really fast sparrow. I had to force myself to think. And what I tried to think was something along the lines of, I think those are owl wings. And that's when he scooped me up and hugged me in his arms and melted into me. Very next day, because I used to work on a magazine, my partner came over and we ended up in an argument over something to do with the magazine. And where once upon a time I would have gotten mad and thrown him out of the house and ripped him to shreds, I kept my cool. I kept my stance. I was like I had never been before, and I had a new power. He was furious when he left my apartment. And that power never left me. And sure, I'll get angry. But from that day forward, I started developing intellect. And that's why I'm on the path I am. Angels may want to send me on another path, but I guarantee all it is another version of what I'm doing now. There's an actual really good book called The Physics of Angels that actually talks about how the myths of angels through the ages matches perfectly Einstein's theory of light, photons. I was thinking about that yesterday, as a matter of fact, of how they told me we don't want anything to do with you anymore, you're a bad influence, and when I stop and I consider it, and I got those bad people out of my life, and they're judgmentalists, and they're backbiting, and they're ladder climbing, and just overall negativity, my life improved very rapidly, so that I have to say, you should look in the mirror, bitch.